Agriculture has been the only sector in which the growth has been on an upward trend even during the pandemic situation. As the country is struggling and trying to come out from the second wave of this pandemic, today we will talk about the growth prospects in agriculture sector and the future ahead. To talk on this, I have with me Mr. MJ Khan, the chairman of Indian Chambers of Food and Agriculture. MJ Khan, welcome to ETV Bharat, sir. My first question would be, this is a time when the whole world is looking towards new prospects as the pandemic has affected almost every business sector we can talk. But what about agriculture and how has agriculture emerged as the future and the growth has been like upward trending?
You see, the COVID period definitely has re-emphasized the understanding that nothing can work without food. So the basic sector, which was neglected because the other sectors had a faster growth, manufacturing sector and services sector and new technologies. So during COVID time, when the life was back to the normal, it was only depending or largely depending upon our survival strategy, which is to have the enough food, followed by to have the medicines. So agriculture in this period, if we talk about the Indian agriculture, is very heartening to see that while long-term average growth is between 1.8% to 2.4%, last year during the worst of the corona period when the restrictions, lockdowns, everything was there, agriculture grew by 3.5%. Not only that, the agricultural exports grew by 24%, unprecedented, never before. So this has renewed lot of interest of the investors, of the career seekers, of the other industries which had nothing to do with agriculture to explore the opportunities in agriculture. And the educated class never before had so much interest in agriculture sector because this sector traditionally had lot of distortions, lot of gaps, lot of supply chain disruptions and hardly any value addition. So this is the time that people are realizing that they can enter into with their innovative business ideas, business plans, models, new technologies. They can create a business opportunity in it by either increasing the efficiency or improving the supply chain or improving the value chain or even participating in the trade, because now the trade is opening up in a significant way. So the agriculture's importance has actually been re-emphasized very significantly in the last 1 year.
But what are the upcoming opportunities that agriculture sector can offer to the youth of this country, and what are the opportunities or possibilities in the particularly the agriculture education sector?
Tremendous possibilities. In fact, the agriculture sector is offering the opportunities and the career possibilities and the investment opportunities and the entrepreneurship possibilities unprecedented level, never before happened, for a variety of reasons. One, that this sector possesses a lot of potential. The output value is about 30 lakh crores plus. Distortions are too many. In fact, there is a margin chain that operates in the name of value chain. So there is a need for actually creating the value chain. There is a lot of distortion between the procurement point from the farmer's field to the plate of the consumer. So that is where if we can plug the gaps and address the distortions, that much business you can make. For example, I tell you, the year-round average of tomato the farmer gets is rupees 4. The year-round average the consumer pay is rupees 20, which means 500%. No industry in India and no sector in the world or no country in the world offers this kind of difference between what the producer gets and what the consumer pays. So this is one trend to signify the opportunities. The second is that the size and the diversity and the low level of educated people so far being involved in agriculture, that also marks significant opportunities. And the third is that the government is giving a lot of thrust. Many state governments have come out with the entrepreneurs support programs, startup support programs. The government of India has many schemes. In fact, micro food enterprises scheme of the Ministry of Agriculture, the FPO scheme of the Ministry of Food Processing, FPO scheme of the Ministry of Agriculture, MSME scheme of the Ministry of MSME. So many ministries and many government offices, NABARD has a variety number of schemes. So these are the schemes and the programs of the government which are of very large scale that the youth can ride the opportunity to make the best career. Now, where are the careers? Traditionally, agriculture was seen as an activity of the farmer, and added with that, education, research, and extension. But today, the agri businesses, all the way there is a buzzword, in food, in retailing, in inputs, in farmer services, and in cropping management, and many areas that there is agribusiness opportunities. Now, students or the youth looking at the opportunities in agriculture have to look for as to what education, where from they need to obtain, what kind of skill set, what kind of knowledge they require, which can help them make best career in the agriculture sector.
So, what are the popular courses in agriculture sector or the institutes where they can go and opt for admission? What do you suggest to the young Turk who is now going to enter into the higher education sector?
Let me tell you that India has almost 105 national level research institutions in agriculture sector. It has almost 400 to 500 agriculture colleges and about 80 agriculture universities and maybe about 15 agriculture agribusiness management institutes. So while the traditional courses you can go in for universities and the colleges, however, to make best career in the corporate sector, to actually tap the opportunity in entrepreneurship and the new age startups and the technology driven startups, I think one has to look at the technical qualification, which is graduation in agriculture or graduation in veterinary sciences or graduation in agriculture engineering or in fisheries or in dairy, etc., followed by a management degree from a top notch institution. Unless you have a MBA from a top class institution, this could be IIM Ahmedabad, this could be IIM Lucknow, this could be Manage Hyderabad, this could be IRMA Anand, this could be NIAM Jaipur, this could be CABM Pantnagar, this could be IABM Bikaner. But the new institution like Imperial Institute of Agribusiness Management, Greater Noida, this is a fantastic institute. So one has to look at obtaining a good degree in graduation degree and following it up, picking up a management degree or MBA agribusiness degree from a premier institute. So traditionally about 10-12 institutes are there, new coming institutes like I mentioned ISAB, Imperial School of Agribusiness. So these are the institutions. If you can pick up the degree in agriculture or allied sciences and followed by a management degree in agribusiness from one of the institutes, if not, then out of 80 agriculture universities, 55 agriculture universities are offering MBA in agribusiness. So second choice is, if you don't get across any of these 12 or 14 institutes, then pick up one of the top 4-5 universities. That is going to help you make best career.
Will the entry of professionals help bridge this gap? And apart from farmers earning a decent profit, consumers will get at cheaper rates. How can this work altogether?
Certainly, I think this is the very idea of improving the supply chain system. So far, there have been acute distortion. There is no value addition. There is only margin added by traders and everyone at all the levels. So these educated class who are entering into agriculture sector, they are looking at the opportunity for themselves. The opportunity is, every opportunity is of the size of the distortion that you address. Therefore, with the help of the technology, with the help of the very, very innovative model that these startups are bringing in agriculture sector, they are able to address the specific problems, resulting into farmer getting better price and consumer paying lesser price, because the gaps that are being addressed. So I hope these startups and these farmer producer organization FPOs, that 10,000 that in the last year budget that the finance minister has announced with an outlay of rupees 5,000 crores. So that creation of the 10,000 FPOs and already 5-6,000 already there. So about 15,000 FPOs will be actually, you have about 6,500 blocks, which means almost 2-3 FPOs in each block, result almost 20-30 FPOs in each district. I think that is going to revolutionize the agriculture sector, bringing the farmers together. This is basically an aggregator platform from where they connect to the industry, they connect to the market. So through that, I am looking at, or I am convinced that the new technology models, that these startups, these educated people with either technology graduation or with the management graduation, they come into the agriculture sector, they bring in these innovative models, helping the farmer connect with the market in a better way, connect with the industry in a better way, and the supply chain system gets improved in a significant way. So I think that will make the agriculture much more profitable than what it is today.
Thank you for talking to us. So not only that, the agriculture is offering immense opportunities, but the entry of educated professionals in the sector will help bridge this gap of demand and supply, and not only the farmers will earn more profits, but consumer can also get the produces at cheaper rates, as the supply chain system will be improvised as per our expert MJ